Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be trying out the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra 24-Hour Makeup. So if you would like to see how I apply it, a little bit of like a demo, review of course, and like a wear test throughout the day, please keep watching. So I'm going to go ahead and prep my skin at first. I already have some moisturizer on, and then I sprayed a little bit of the Tatcha Dewy Luminous Skin Mist just because my skin feels a little bit dry. I do have a pimple right here and one right here. I already popped them, so I'm just waiting for them to go away. But unfortunately, it's that time of month, so my skin... I also used my Tom Ford moisturizer. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it has a little bit of like a gold reflect in it. It's really pretty. I forgot about it, and then I decided I should probably use it up before it expires. But I did look at the bottle, and it is, or the container, the tub, it doesn't expire for 24 months, which I think is awesome because I feel like most skincare expires between 6 months and a year. So I thought that was cool that that has 2 years. Anyways, side note. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's use this. I'm gonna spray my face with my Caudalie Grape Water Spray. This is like one of my favorite facial sprays ever. So I know I just told you guys I applied the Tatcha Dewy Luminous Spray, but I just want some more hydration. I just feel like really dry. It's been really cold here lately. Like it's got down into the 30s. That's really cold for California. Granted, I'm from Kansas, so I'm used to like -degree weather, but for here it's cold. Then I'm gonna apply my Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. And I always do about a pump and a half. I swear my skin was so good for like months at a time. And then bam, I got a bunch of redness and some pimples, and it's because I'm a face picker. I know, it's so bad. The packaging just says it's for all skin types. Oh, I got the shade 210 Buff Neutral. If you're new here, my name is Brittany. I have dry skin, dry to normal skin, but right now since it is colder, I'm a little bit more dry. But that's my skin type, and I always get like neutral based foundations if I can. If not, I somehow always end up with like a yellow undertone, which I just think neutral is like my thing. I don't know. Anyways, so this says it has a SPF of 15. It's a wear and comfort retouch free makeup for divine perfection. It says it's supposed to last for 24 hours, which, I mean, when they claim the 24 hours, do they actually have people wearing it for 24 hours so they can say that? Or is that just like for instance, when I worked at this place called Pizza Shuttle in Manhattan, like we always said we had the fastest delivery, but we didn't. We just said that. So so the side of the packaging says that it has had 8 years of research. It has the new internal soft technology. It defeats all challenges. Complexion stays flawless and unified, never cakey. It says it's irresistibly comfortable, blendable, fresh texture leaves the complexion smooth, velvety matte with no powdery effect. So it also claims that it's full coverage and it has a velvety matte finish. This is what it looks like. I love the packaging. It's kind of just like a frosted glass bottle. I can never remember how to describe these. And then it does have a pump, which is awesome, and you get, I believe you just get 1 ounce, right? I have 2 broken nails. They're both my middle fingers. I always notice like when I try to tuck in my jean pockets or do anything, for some reason, my 2 middle finger nails are always the first to break, and like they'll bend all the way down because these are like my natural nails. They actually got pretty long, and then I broke these too. So I think when I go today to get my nails done, I'm just gonna have them file them all the way down because now they're so long to the point where I like can't do anything. I'm just gonna pull up Sephora real quick so we can read the claims, and I know this was expensive. I'm pretty sure I bought it from Ulta though. But I feel like Sephora always has like more information about the products than Ulta does, so that's why I'm gonna look there. This foundation retails for $47. You get 1 ounce like I thought. Dang, there's like 60 shades, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm not going to count all of them, but as you can see, they have a really nice shade range, and there's at least 40 shades. So everything on here is pretty much exactly what the bottle says. This says that you can apply it with either a brush or a makeup sponge or even your fingers. You can also use it to spot conceal. That's cool. That's about it. It is rated 4.5 stars out of 3,400 reviews. So let's go ahead and test this bad boy out. As always, I'm gonna do one side of my face with a sponge and one side with a brush. So I figured I would do this side first with a brush. And I'm just gonna, I guess, use the back of my hand. Well, no, I'm not, because I'm gonna use my palette that I always forget about. Probably should have wiped it down. Gross, there's like cat hair on it. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna do, let's do 2 pumps. It's pretty thick, it's not sliding down or anything. And then I'm just gonna blend it in with my Real Techniques buffing brush. Kind of smells like paint. Doesn't, yeah, it doesn't have the best smell. But it seems to be blending out really well, and I really like the shade. I think I hit the shade spot on. It's like I always stipple, kind of, like I just push it in and then I like kind of swirl just to make sure it's all blended, even though I'm gonna go over it with a sponge. But so that's what we have right there. That looks amazing. And then that's the side without. So that looks good. And I still have some left over. So let's go ahead and use the rest of it and just kind of see if we can build it up. Problem areas right now are my chin. And I think I have a little bit of rosacea, like right here on my cheek. Like nothing crazy, but I've noticed that it's been there forever. For as long as I can remember, so I think that's what that is. I don't know. So that looks pretty good with the brush. I thought for sure I would only like it with a sponge, but I really like that. How many pumps did we use? I already forgot. I think 2. I'm just gonna do 2 more, and then I'm gonna pick it up with my L'Oreal sponge. This sponge is so good. And start blending it. Man, I have so much redness on my face. Oh. My first reaction is I like it applied with a brush more than the sponge, which is weird because I am a sponge person. But I don't know, I think I like it with the brush. So that's what we have. So this is 2 pumps with a brush. And I did build it up. I love how it looks with a brush. It looks so good. And then this is the side with the sponge, which oddly enough, I don't really like. Like, I think this just looks more healthier and more like a little bit more dewy, like I said, which is weird. And then this side just looks kind of flat. But I did use 4 pumps, but I think if I just used the same tool over my whole face, I could get away with 3. Maybe even 2 if my skin was a little bit better right now. I'm just gonna go over everything lightly with the sponge. I'm gonna have to go with the brush side this time, for sure. So I figured since I was testing out the Lancome foundation that I would just use the rest of the, I know the right way to say is Lancome, but I just feel better saying Lancome. Anyways, so I figured I would just use the other products that I had from them, which I know I already like. So I'm gonna be, well, first I need to use my eye brightener. So I'm going with my Revlon Photo Ready eye brightener. I'm trying to use this thing up and it's taking forever. So I've been using this Moda Pro brush. It's like a crease brush lately to press in like my under eye brightener, and I really like it because it's small enough to fit in there and it blends it all out. Because I don't really like this brush for eyeshadow because I just feel like it's not dense enough for me. I don't know, there's something wrong with the brush that I don't like to apply eyeshadow with it, but I do like it for my under eye. I think it came in one of my BoxyCharms. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the Lancome waterproof long-lasting under eye concealer. It comes in this tube right here. I have the shade Ivory, and just pretty much place it, blend it out a little bit, and then go back over it with my sponge. This sponge is so good. Like, it's my favorite sponge at the moment. I'm not a big Beauty Blender fan. I might be the only person in the entire world, but I don't really like the Beauty Blender. Like, I have it, but I wouldn't repurchase it. Well, I had it and then I threw it away because my nails like poked through it and like destroyed it. So I bought a new one, but I haven't even used it yet because honestly I don't really like it. I'm just gonna dip into there. But this sponge is so good. It's the L'Oreal sponge. If you haven't tried it and you're looking to try something new and affordable, it's like $6, maybe $8, but it's so good. I think I got mine at Walgreens. Okay, so that's what my skin looks like with the foundation and the concealer. It looks really nice. It looks really nice and healthy. So this is what my skin looks like up close. I think it looks really good. I probably could have done even more foundation and got more high coverage, but I'm satisfied with this. So my face is pretty sticky, so I am going to set it. I'm just going to use my Lancome Translucent Silky Loose Powder. I used to use this all the time, so I busted it out for this video to go with the foundation. I just pour some in the cap like so, and then I'm just going to press it into my skin. And I'm going to use my Morphe MB1 brush, just a big powder brush. I mean, I did watch Jaclyn Hill's new video today, and she was showing how to get like glow from within makeup, and she was pressing in her loose powder, which is, she was using a Lancome Absolute powder. Is that what this is? What is this? No, this is the translucent, but she was using it and it was so pretty. It's in my cart right now because I really want to get it. It just made her skin look so glowy. Like, it wasn't like a matte powder. There was like obviously some shimmer in it. I really want to get it, but it was $60. And I know I probably paid around the same for this, but man, I'm telling you, makeup is like getting so expensive. It's getting ridiculous. Even drugstore. It's like, it's almost to the point where like there's no point of going to the drugstore because most of the stuff in there is just as expensive as Sephora. Oh yeah, so what I was saying was she was pressing the loose powder into her skin with her sponge, which I thought was interesting. So I kind of want to try it. I was actually thinking about, because I think I had all the products that she used except for that Lancome powder. So I was thinking about doing a video, like doing the exact steps that she did to see if I get the same result she did. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because she used her sponge to even press her pressed powder into her skin, which I thought was weird, but it makes me want to try it. So this is what I look like with foundation, concealer, powder. It looks really nice. Again, I'm partial to this side. I just think it looks way better, and that's the side that I used the brush on. This side just looks kind of like, I don't know, you guys are probably like, it looks the same. But to me, this side just looks kind of flat and dull, and this side looks more healthy and like a little bit glowy. So I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup. It's 12:56. So yeah, I'm just gonna make the call time 1 o'clock, I guess. And I'm gonna finish up my makeup. I'll probably see you guys back here in about 30-45 minutes, and we'll talk some more. So I'm back. It is now 1:30, so it only took me 30 minutes to do my makeup. Can you believe it? Anyways, I applied my blush before I applied my bronzer, so I kind of like did everything backwards today. But anyways, so everything I have on my face, I used the Shade and Light eye palette for my eyes, and then I wanted just like a little pop of color. So I tried this L'Oreal Silkissime liner, which I usually love. It was kind of like this color too, but it like did not work. I don't know what was going on. Maybe it's like dried out. So I just went over it with the Sephora Flashy Liner, waterproof in Flashy Blue. It's this really pretty turquoise color. For my brows, I used my Too Faced Brow Envy book. I've been really into brow powders lately. For blush and to set my under eye, I took my MAC Pro Emphasize powder for my under eye, and I'm starting to hit pan. And then I used MAC Melba for my blush. For highlighter, I used my Kylie Strawberry Shortcake highlighter. To contour, I took my Tarteist Contour Tarte palettes. What else did I use? For my lips, I have MAC Strip Down Liner, and then I used my all-time favorite, #1 favorite, will never change, NYX Whipped Caviar. It is so pretty. It literally will be my #1 forever. What else? For mascara, I took my Lancome Grande Nice. I don't know, mascara. And then I used my YSL The Shock. I mixed them. I'm gonna buy the full size of this YSL The Shock when I run out because it's so good. So yeah, so this is what my makeup looks like full face. I have, oh, and I set my face with the Tatcha Dewy Luminous Skin Mist too as well. I have mixed feelings about this foundation. To me, it's kind of like a drier formula, and I get that it's supposed to last 24 hours. I don't know, maybe I just need to use a more hydrating primer, but I thought when I added all the facial sprays and stuff that it would give me what I wanted, but I still feel like the foundation is drying on my skin. I mean, I think it looks really nice, but I don't know, there's just something about it that I can't put my finger on that I don't like. I think I just need to play with different primers. There's a cat trying to sneak in my room. I think I just need to play around with different primers to find like the perfect match. But I mean, I do like it. So if I had to give it like a 10 out of 10, I think I would rate it like a 7 out of 10 because there's something that I don't know that I don't like. I just don't know what that is yet. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go out throughout my day and I'll take you guys around. I'll go outside. I'll show you what it looks like in natural light, you know, the huge. So I will see you guys in a little bit. So it's 4 o'clock. I've had this foundation on for 3 hours. I wanted to show you guys what it looks like in kind of like natural light. So I tried to go outside, but that's not gonna work because all my neighbors are out and I didn't want them listening to me. So I've had it on for 3 hours. It's starting to break up on my nose right here and a little bit on my chin. I don't know if that's because the Dewy Luminous spray did that or just because my skin is like really bad dry. I don't know, it could be a combination of things. My forehead still looks pretty good, like everything still looks really good, but I think that if I'm gonna continue to wear this foundation, I need to like moisturize like days in advance as opposed to trying to make up for it by spraying a bunch of facial sprays on my face. That's what I'm thinking right now. I think though this foundation might be good mixed with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation possibly. That would give me more coverage, but the Armani foundation would maybe add more of that dewiness to it. I don't know. Or maybe if I mix a little bit of my L'Oreal Lumi foundation, that might work as well. But I think I'm going to end up having to mix this foundation in with something else because it's just too matte for me at the moment. It might be a really good summer foundation though when I'm like sweating and stuff like that. But right now when my skin's really dry, it's just, I don't know. So I'm going to wear it for, you know, at least 9 or 10 hours tonight just to see how it wears throughout the day. So I will see you guys back here in a little bit. Hey guys, so it's about 8 o'clock right now. I'm feeling really oily, but I don't think it's the foundation. I think it's this. I don't know how I feel about this. Thank God I only have about this much left. I probably won't repurchase it, but I figured I would go ahead and just add a little bit of powder so we can see what it looks like. And like right here on my chin, I absolutely hate how it looks. It looks really cakey. So I don't know if I need to exfoliate or something, but it looks good everywhere else except for my chin. So I have a Lancome pressed foundation powder right here. This is in the shade Porcelain. But I figured I would just go ahead and use this. So I'm just going to use this Luxie foundation brush, pat in there, and then just kind of dab over the shiny spots. So I got away with wearing this foundation for how long before I had to powder? 7 hours? About 6 hours, and then I feel like I had to powder. But I'm pretty sure it's because of that Tatcha spray. So I feel like once you add powder, you're gonna have to keep adding it more often, like right afterwards. So we'll see. It's kind of like if you had a night of drinking and the first time you go to the bathroom, you have to go to the bathroom like every 20 minutes after that. And I really want to go take a bath, but I don't know if the steam from the bath is gonna like mess up my foundation. But I guess it would be kind of like the same as working out, right? So maybe I can test it out, because then I'll probably get kind of hot, you know, because the bath water is hot. And the steam, it'll be kind of like working out. So we'll see how this foundation holds up. Do you like how I like can justify anything? So I guess I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back and we'll see what it looks like. Hey guys, so I'm back and it's 11 p.m. So I've had this foundation on for a full 10 hours, and I stayed in the bathtub for like an hour, and it still looks pretty good even with all like the steam from the hot water and stuff. It held up pretty nicely. Still, my only complaint is my chin area. It just looks really cakey to me. Like even around my nose looks good, my forehead looks good. I thought when I powdered, when I just saw you guys last, like that still looks okay, but again, a little bit of shininess is coming through here. Like I was telling you guys, like once you powder, it's like you have to start powdering like every 30 minutes, it seems like. But other than that, I mean, I still really like how it looks. I just need to play around with some different primers and not use this again, because I feel like that just made me look way too oily. I feel like this is one of those products that you would wear if you were just gonna wear like a liquid highlighter with like mixed in with your moisturizer and then this on top. Like, I don't know, I might be the only one, but I don't like this like on top of makeup. It just doesn't do me any justice, and you think it would since I'm like dry, but so anyways, so yeah, that's my only complaint about the foundation, is just like right here, and it is a little drying for my skin. But yeah, so I don't know, I kind of have like a mixed review about this foundation, that's for sure. I did really like the shade. I thought the coverage was nice. It's just a little bit too drying for my skin right now, but I think it's going to be like the perfect summertime foundation, or when it starts getting a little warmer outside. It's just not working with me right now when my skin is so dry. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression demo and review of the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra 24-Hour Makeup Foundation. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe on your way out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, if you tried this foundation, or if you have any recommendations on primers that go well with this foundation, you know, just anything. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.